If you're trying to profitably sell a product on Amazon and are not finding success due to your PPC ad spend giving you a negative return, or you're just not seeing sales come in on a regular basis, then stay tuned in on this video because I'm going to be covering some of the biggest mistakes that I see many sellers making with their Amazon business. When I consult with Amazon sellers on a daily basis, I analyze their listings to see what they're doing wrong, and I see so many of them making the same mistakes. So I made this video to give Amazon sellers a list of things to avoid with their product listing pages. So watch this video to the very end, pay close attention, and take notes if you need to. Now let's jump into it. Real quick, if you don't know me, my name is Ian Smith with Evolve Media. We're an Amazon marketing agency that helps sellers boost the conversion rate of their listings, rank higher, get more reviews, boost the performance of their PPC ads, obtain their Amazon customer data like the names, mailing addresses, emails, and phone numbers, bring in new customers through off-Amazon marketing strategies, and overall, we help sellers increase their revenue. So if you are needing help with scaling up your Amazon business, then book a free consulting call with me by going to evolvemediaagency.com. All right, so now let's talk about all the mistakes that I see Amazon sellers making with their listings. So out of all the mistakes that I see sellers making, just to boil it all down to one big mistake, what it is that they are not spending enough time and money on bolstering up their own listing. They want to put a lot of money into PPC and take the easy route, which is kind of just launching some PPC ads and driving traffic to a listing that is not converting well. It lacks high quality images that are realistic. It lacks videos on the listing. It lacks having customer Q&As. It lacks EBC content because they're not brand registered, but they keep dumping money into PPC ads, driving traffic to a listing that has a conversion problem. So the biggest thing that sellers need to address first is the listing. So I'm going to be going over all the different problems on the listing that needs to be addressed first before you start dumping a bunch of money into PPC. All right, the first big problem is there are multiple one-star reviews in the top reviews section. So if you scroll down to the reviews section, there's like 5 or 6 highlighted reviews on that very first page there. And what you need to do if you have one-star reviews is you need to go and get your 5-star reviews and click helpful on them and get people to vote them up by clicking helpful. This is going to bring your 5-star and 4-star reviews up to the top of that top review section, and it's going to push those 1-star reviews down lower. You cannot be having a whole bunch of 1-star reviews that are getting all the views because they're just in that top reviews section. So you need to first try to manipulate your reviews a little bit and push the better reviews that you have to the top, which is going to naturally push down those 1-star reviews. Next, I see a lot of Amazon sellers not investing money into getting videos created. Amazon is investing a lot of money into more video placements, right? They got the sponsored video ads, they got videos in the product photos, they have the videos slider, and they have videos that you can post as an answer in the customer question and answer section. Also, they just rolled out Amazon Live, which is a whole video streaming platform. So Amazon cares about videos, so Amazon sellers should as well. So you need to be investing in a lot of different types of videos. Just to name a couple, you got review style videos, you got before and after type of videos, product demonstration videos, unboxing videos, you got testimonial type of videos that you can put into a compilation where you show like 5 different testimonials in one video. Those are very powerful. And then you also just have your regular features and benefits sales type of videos. So you can get these videos created. I mean, me and my team would love to help you out. We create a lot of videos for a lot of Amazon sellers. So again, go to evolvemediaagency.com to look more into our services and book a call with me. But whether it's with us or it's with you hiring influencers and hiring small video creators to make videos for your products, you gotta get videos created because that's how Amazon wants their products to be sold. So it's natural that you need to start doing that because if your competitors are not doing it, then if you are doing it, it's gonna stand you out and it's gonna increase the likelihood that people actually buy from you and not your competition. Now regarding the video slider, if you don't post videos in the video slider on your listing page, then your competition's videos will show up there. So when shoppers are looking at your listing and they see your competitor's video on your listing, there's a high chance that they will go with your competitor and they will buy their product instead of yours. So you really need to be, at least on the first page of that video slider, you need to be filling that up with your own videos so that you can push your competition to the second page and decrease the likelihood that your shoppers will go with your competitors because they will see multiple of your videos and they will already be warmed up and probably sold at that point to just go ahead and add your product to their cart. Now, I mentioned this before, but another big mistake sellers are making is they're not investing in getting an FAQ video created to post as an answer in the customer Q&A section. This is somewhat of a new strategy, right? Not a lot of sellers are doing this, and so if you do actually invest in getting these videos shot, then you're gonna stand out greatly from your competitors because chances are they're not gonna have these type of videos. Me and my team are making these type of videos. It's really simple. We just answer 3 quick questions on camera, show the product off, talk a little bit about the features and benefits to insert a little bit of selling points in there, and then we post it as an answer on the actual question in the customer Q&A section. So again, evolvemediaagency.com to book a call with me if you're interested in this type of video. Another big mistake they're making with this customer Q&A section is they're not even filling it out with text information. Amazon crawls those customer Q&As copy in there and it looks for keywords that it can further rank your product on. So if you have a lot of customer Q&As, then you're gonna rank higher and you're gonna most likely address concerns of shoppers with your Q&As. So it's gonna increase the likelihood of them actually buying. So you're increasing your conversion rate. The social proof is looking a lot better because people are like, wow, they got a ton of Q&As, so they must have a lot of sales and a lot of happy customers, right? They're gonna assume that the customers are happy. They're not gonna assume that you got a bunch of unhappy customers. So they're gonna assume that you're a legit, credible brand that's a leader in your space because you've got a ton of questions and answers, and then the video is just gonna set it off even more. So highly recommend that you put more information into the Q&A section and fill it out as much as possible, especially if it's a new listing and you don't have a lot of reviews on it, because you can't really control how many reviews you get, but you can control how many customer Q&As you have because Amazon is not super policing on that section. So you can go and fill out a whole bunch of Q&As in there and Amazon's not gonna red flag you and come and give you a suspension notice or anything like that. Another mistake Amazon sellers are making is they are not investing in driving external traffic, like at least Google search ads at the very least, right? They're not driving that external traffic to their listing. Now, this is a huge opportunity when you're driving external traffic. You can either go to the listing or you can go to a bridge page. If you go to the listing, be sure to use a pixelfy.me link. This is a special link that's going to give you keyword attribution. If you've never heard of Pixelfy and you want to go look more into it, you can use this promo code SAVE10, that's SAVE 10, to save 10% on your monthly membership. It's a very affordable software, but if you are doing any kind of external traffic driving to either directly to your Amazon listing page or to a bridge page, then you definitely need to be using Pixelfy links because like I said, it's gonna help you rank higher. It's gonna be a deep link. So if they're on mobile, it'll actually link them into the Amazon app instead of some random browser that they're not even signed in on. But if it links them right into the Amazon app, then the chances of them checking out are a lot higher because it's a lot easier for them. They don't have to try and think up their login, which nobody remembers their login, right? So definitely want to be using Pixelfy Me to link them into the app, get some rankings, and also distribute the keywords that you're ranking for through there. It overall gives you more bang for your buck when you're spending that money on external traffic. Now I could go very far in depth on external traffic strategies, and I've got multiple videos out about that, and I plan to make more videos in the future about that. So just check out my other videos if you're curious about external traffic driving strategies. But for right now, what you need to know is that you need to be running some kind of external marketing traffic strategy. Next, another big mistake is Amazon sellers not having a coupon on their actual listing. Everybody loves a deal, right? Everybody loves a discount. And when people are looking through 20 different options, all people selling a very similar product, who do you think they're gonna go with? I mean, me personally, I love getting a deal, right? I love clipping those coupons, checking that little box on the listing, right? So like, I'm more inclined to buy from those listings that have a little coupon checkbox. All you gotta do is inflate your price a little bit. If you wanna drop it down 10% with a coupon, then inflate your retail price by 10%. Then when they clip that coupon, they're gonna be saving 10%. You'll be at the same price point either way, but the conversion rate will be higher and people will feel like they're getting a deal and they will more likely choose your listing over your competition who does not have a coupon box on them. All right, now this next mistake is a big one, and I really hope that you're not making this mistake, but it is basically not going through the process and effort of getting brand registered. When you get brand registered with Amazon, and yes, it is a process, it could take anywhere from 2 weeks to 4 weeks to 6 weeks. Seen it take a while with some sellers, but when you get brand registered, it unlocks the ability to have a lot more content like A+, EBC, enhanced brand content. You can put some really great sales driving images in there. Me and my team would love to help you out with designing those. So again, Evolve Media Agency, we do product photo shoots, we design EBC photos, we design product photos, we also build out storefronts. These are things that you can do with brand registry. You can design a storefront, which means that that link at the top of your listing, when they click it, it's not gonna just go to search results. It'll actually go to your storefront. Really helps with cross-selling customers to buying your other items, but it overall makes your brand look more legit, builds trust with the shopper, and the chances of them buying from you increase greatly. Most importantly with brand registry is that it allows you to put a video in the product photos area, which that video will get watched quite a bit. And I already mentioned before, videos are very important and they will really help with driving conversions and increasing your listings conversion rate and overall setting expectations properly with shoppers. They may even reduce your return rate because you set expectations properly because they saw a video, they got a better idea of your product, of the quality, of the scale of it, all the different benefits that come with your product. It's gonna really help. So you definitely wanna have a video in your product photos, which means you really wanna be brand registered, get that EBC A+ content area built out, get the storefront, all that stuff. All right, this is the last mistake that I'm gonna be covering in this video, but it's a pretty big one. And then I'm gonna actually do a screen share segment where I show you a pretty bad listing. Now this is from a very big brand and the effort that they put into their listing is minimal. And I really recommend that they put more effort into revamping their listing. So I'm gonna show you that here in a second. But first, let me tell you this last mistake, which is product photos. So many sellers have the worst product photos. They either have like no text in them or they are taking stock photos and photoshopping in their product and the scale looks off. Like it just looks wonky. To me, I highly recommend against you photoshopping your product into stock photos. Invest a couple bucks or do it yourself even of taking some real life pictures of your product. Buy your product from yourself, get it in your hands, take some real life pictures. It could either be like a white background like this table, or it could be a lifestyle like in your kitchen or your bathroom or your bedroom or in a hotel, right? You can get an Airbnb because usually those are staged really well. They look Pinteresty, right? So that'll give you a nice backdrop for your product. But get real product photos taken, then get those photoshopped and touched up to insert in selling copy. You wanna have a lot of bullet points. You wanna have infographic style images where there's gonna be a lot of selling points. I always tell people that if the only place that the shopper looked was in your product photos, you want that to be enough to take them into becoming a customer, to get them to actually buy your product. All they gotta do is look at your product photos. It addresses all their concerns. They learn all the benefits. Maybe there's some social proof in there. And overall, they're so sold on your product just by looking at the product photos that they end up buying. That's how great you want your product photos to be. That's what you should strive for. I mean, really, it all comes down to expectations. You've got to set the expectations correctly and accurately. Just the other day, I talked to a seller and they were basically using the images from the manufacturer of their product. And a lot of their competition was using those same images. And when I looked at those images, it was like way overselling it. It was basically lies. I mean, it was one of those like projector type of products where it's like, you know, I know how much it's going to illuminate a room. I know the part of the ceiling that it will actually light up. And these images were like, it looked like a nightclub or it looked like a high-end resort. I'm like, I know for sure that little device, you know, the size of my fist, I know it's not doing all that. So they're setting their expectations way up here, which is going to for sure result in a higher than average product return rate. Don't set your expectations too high, set them accurately, give them an accurate representation of the product, and chances are you're gonna get better reviews, you're gonna get less returns, and you're gonna get less negative reviews as well. All right, so now let's go ahead and head over to my desk and let's do a little screen share because I just want to show you real quick this really bad listing and I'm just trying to tell you don't be like this listing. All right, so now to bring it all together, I just want to show you this listing that is literally making all the mistakes that I just mentioned in this video. All right, so now you can see my screen. This brand is called Maria Nila, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm thinking it's a big brand. I mean, if I go to their website, they've got a pretty legit looking website. You know, they seem like a pretty big brand. They've got a big, well built out blog section. So I'm gonna assume they're doing some pretty good revenue. But when it comes to Amazon and their whole Amazon business, I think they're dropping the ball and leaving a whole lot of opportunity just on the table, wasted. I mean, they're doing a bad job. Let me just start off by talking about the product photos. As you can see here, they have 4. Now, not a lot can be learned about the product from these photos. I mean, look at this. Just no text, like I just mentioned, no selling points in the text, no infographic style images. The pictures of the product are very basic. That one's pretty much the same as that one. It just maybe has a different logo. It looks like the word soft is bigger in one of the bottles. So not much information from the product photos. Then you just have a woman. Maybe this is Maria, I don't know, but there's no copy there. Maybe they should say who this person is, I don't know. And then they show a picture of the cream. So like based on what I just said as far as the product photos, selling the product all by themselves, this is not happening. Also, there's no video on this listing. Let's see if this listing is even, let's see if this brand is brand registered. I would assume they would be. Let's see. No, they are not. They could be, actually, they could be brand registered. They just don't have a storefront built out. So whatever, we'll see if they are or not. But they have multiple ASINs on this listing, and all the ASINs on this listing have the same like woman just mugshot, you know, staring into the camera. Definitely a higher price point. Oh, this one's got a side angle of Maria, who we're just going to call Maria for now. But dropping the ball across the board with all their products that they have on this listing. So let's just stick to this one for now, because look at this. They have a decent amount of ratings, right? Almost 1,500 ratings. So they got that going for them. But if we actually go and take a look at some of the top ratings, let's just see what is showing. Now, first of all, we see no EBC content. Again, they may not be brand registered, so that may be okay. I get it. It's fine. No videos on the video slider, especially not even competitors, which I guess is a pro for them. They don't have their competitors' videos on their listing, so they're not necessarily getting sales stolen from that little section right there. Zero customer questions and answers, which is to be expected because all the rest of the listing is just empty and basic. But if we look at the top reviews from the US, let's see here. So first one, 5 stars. That's great, right? Next one, terrible, 1 star. Didn't get a good review there. Didn't get a good review. I mean, 2 stars is not a good review. So, you know, then the next one is a 1 star, another bad review. And then they have a couple of good reviews followed by another bad review and a not a good review. Not impressed, but they still gave them 3 stars. So good on them. That's a nice person right there. So out of the, let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 reviews showing in the top reviews section, we have 1, 2. 2 out of 8, pretty bad ratio right there. And look at how nobody has clicked helpful, right? They could easily just go to the good reviews. You know what? I'm gonna help them out, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and just click the helpful on their better reviews. And what's gonna happen is if a lot of people did that, then those good reviews would show at the top up here and the bad reviews would be pushed down. So that's what I'm trying to tell you to do is if you have bad reviews, nobody's perfect, all right? People get bad reviews, but you can kind of suppress the bad reviews a little bit by doing this, okay? You click on the helpful button on the good reviews, which pushes down the not so good reviews. And then if you go to see all reviews, you can find more 4 and 5 star reviews to click that helpful button on, and you will basically change your top reviews in the US section to look a whole lot better, because ultimately, I mean, look at that. 5 stars, 78% of people are giving this brand a 5-star rating. So it's just in their top reviews section that it's not showing. Again, 6 out of 8 are bad reviews. So they need to be click on that helpful button and get that going. Let's see how many customer images they have. Decent. I mean, out of 1,500 reviews, you would think they would have more customer images, but it is what it is. It's a, you know, cleanser or skincare product. So, I mean, I can understand why they wouldn't have that many review images. But how this listing could improve is obviously customer Q&As, get a whole bunch more of those, copy and get some videos posted in here, get some videos on your video slider. You know, if this was my listing, I would be thrilled that my competitors' videos were not coming into my listing. So what I would do is I would quickly get some videos and post them on my own listing. So you could literally fill up the whole first, maybe even second page. You could literally just claim ownership over both pages. If you don't know what I mean, I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. While that page loads, let's just take a look. So product description, I mean, that is pathetic right there. So I don't know, for getting 1,500 reviews, I don't know how they're doing it. Maybe the brand is that strong. Maybe they're doing influencer marketing. Maybe people are just, maybe they're doing a lot of their website marketing and they're driving a whole bunch of traffic to their website. And they're purely getting sales on Amazon because people are just searching them on Amazon and buying, and they're already sold from maybe influencer ads, Facebook ads, or some other kind of ad or their website. And then the customer is just preferring to buy from their actual Amazon store. Maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. But what I'm trying to tell you, just to clarify on the video slider, this is a pretty big listing right here. So here you go. So page 1 of 2 on the videos slider. So they only have 2 pages, so you click that little button there, you can see all the videos. So when you don't have any videos on your listing, get 10 videos made, fill up your videos slider, and as these videos get watched,
today I'm doing a
sorry about that, the helpful button will be clicked. So the more helpful images or videos that are being clicked, those are going to be pushed to the front. So this has 76. So that is going to ultimately show near the front of the slider. So anyway, hopefully this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.